Hey everybody, Faja here. Welcome to another Kava Journal. This is day 6. And of course, to those of you that are supporting, that are watching, that have found some interest in this journal, thank you so very much. It does mean the world. And I appreciate those of you that are joining me for this journey. So, a small recap for those of you who don't know what kava is and are just joining us for this particular journey in this journal entry. Now, kava is a plant that is related to the pepper family, and it is grown throughout the South Pacific Islands. Found throughout a multitude of cultures, including the Filipino culture, the Fijian culture, Hawaiian culture, Samoan culture, Micronesian culture. Now, throughout these cultures, kava has been viewed as a way for the people to connect to the world, to the spirituality of the world, to the gods themselves that gave us the wonders of all that we see before us. In Fijian culture, the creator, known as Ndege, is a snake god that is responsible for the world around us. And it was Ndenge's gift to the people so that they may imbibe in kava to ensure their connection to their spiritual past, their ancestors, and their future. In Tongan mythology, kava was the result of a sacrifice, the sacrifice of a woman known as Kava Kilia Mai Fa Idmata. I probably destroyed that pronunciation, but it was from this woman's sacrifice and from her grave that kava would actually sprout. And to the Tongan culture, kava is a way to connect to one's spirituality, one's culture, one's past, to those that have long since left this world, as well as to the present, to those that are living and around us. And within the multitude of different Polynesian cultures, between the Tongan myth and the Fijian myth, there are varying adaptations of this story that give reverence to kava within these cultures. Now, as was before, we have 3 75-micron nut bags filled with 4 tablespoons of kava each. And I'll also state this for the journal, comparative to the last few times where I used cheesecloth. The last time I imbibed in these batches of kava, it was a lot smoother and, in my opinion, a much better product than using cheesecloth. So I understand why there are people who regularly use kava that swear by these types of bags, these 75-micron nut bags, to make their kava. So we're going to cinch these bags off. I'm going to get them massaged and soaking for about 10 minutes and then let them soak for 5 minutes and then finish straining them out, and then we'll take our batches. So a few things that I do want to go over for those of you that are interested in kava. Remember that kava is often used by many as a replacement or an alternative to alcohol, meaning drink responsibly, please. Another thing to note is you should never mix kava with alcohol. Antiquated studies aside, as well as anecdotal information aside, we have to remember that kava lactones do affect your liver. And though the hepatotoxicity that is associated with kava is greatly exaggerated, mixing it with something like alcohol will increase the possibility of having some form of toxicity take over on your liver and cause damage that may or may not be permanent. So please keep this in mind if you do choose to start a kava regimen. Make sure you do not mix kava and alcohol, because you're gonna have a bad time. Do not pizza when you should French fry. All right, everybody, let's mix our kava, shall we? All right, bula. Alrighty then, so taken our kava, and now we will do a 15-minute check-in and then a 45-minute check-in. I will say, once again, I can feel it. What's the word I'm looking for? I can feel the cumulative effects building up. The numb tongue is more apparent, and it's definitely there. And the feeling of my muscles relaxing hits a lot more instant now that I've been taking kava, I believe, 6 days now. So I'll let you know how I feel in about 15 minutes. Alrighty then, everybody. We're doing that 15-minute check-in, and yeah, definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling good, feeling loose, feeling like I'm enjoying myself, and yeah. I will say I don't regret doing this journey. I'm having a very enjoyable time, and I can definitely say that my mentality has been improving. Now we'll check in at the 45-minute mark, and yeah. Alrighty then, my friends. 45-minute check-in. And I have that slight kind of flush feeling on my face. You know, I can feel my blood kind of pumping, but not intensively. Not intensively. And I can feel the effects a lot more than I felt it last time. Very enjoyable. Very much so helping in a lot of my tension, my anxiety. I can feel it kind of just slipping away. Unlike with alcohol, because with alcohol, I will say that there is that feeling. That relaxation does come, but it's followed by this intense cloudiness. Whereas with kava, I don't get that intense cloudiness. And I really enjoyed that. All right, my friends. Well, that's going to be it for today's Kava Journal. I appreciate those of you that have joined us, and I hope that you learned something and are finding interest in what I have to say. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.